Gradually, the wave of panic receded, leaving behind a sense of emptiness and fatigue. He straightened his back, adjusted his robes, and forced himself to keep walking. Draco had already reached for the sanctuary of his office door handle when a voice called out to him.
In such a hurry that you don't even notice old friends?
He froze, his shoulders tensing, but the familiar tone brought immediate relief.
Not.
Draco nodded briefly. His voice was weaker than he'd hoped. The lingering weakness still gripped him. His legs felt like they were made of lead, and a dull ache pulsed in his temples.
Are you all right? You look like you've just come face to face with a Dementor.
It's just the bad lighting.
Draco scoffed with a faint smile, the familiar detachment slowly returning as he slipped his mask back into place.
They really ought to replace the torches here. How's old Mr. Not doing? Heard he got a promotion.
Oh, he's thrilled. You think you're so smooth changing the subject, Malfoy? The moment anyone shows a bit of concern, you switch gears.
Well, good thing you're so observant, Not.
Or you fall back on sarcasm. Classic Malfoy.
If you're done with your amateur psychoanalysis, I've got more important things to attend to.
But despite his words, he didn't rush off. His gaze remained fixed on Not, a glimmer of amusement in his eyes. Not was one of the few people with whom he could banter without a care. They had known each other since childhood, both heirs to ancient pure-blood lines, both captives to the expectations and traditions imposed by their fathers. Draco's eyes drifted over Theo's calm expression, remembering how, as a child, he had despised Not for being the example his father always set, thoughtful, methodical, the ideal heir. It had destroyed any chance of a childhood friendship. Another thing his father had ruined for him. He used to say Malfoys didn't need friends. They formed alliances, wove intrigues, and manipulated, dismissing friendship as banal and beneath them. But now, looking at Not's friendly face, Draco regretted that he hadn't had a friend like Theo by his side in his youth, realizing how different things might have been.
All right. Keep pretending you're untouchable.
Not said, his tone briefly turning serious before he smiled again.
How about we grab a fire whiskey? We haven't gone out in ages.
Draco paused, the temptation to accept almost overwhelming. The thought of stepping out of this dark corridor and spending a simple evening with a friend was enticing, deceptively easy. But reality crashed down on him like a cold wave. He knew he couldn't afford such weakness. His face hardened again, his mask of indifference slipping back into place.
I'm afraid that's impossible. I've got too much to do.
Not noticed the change in his mood, a flicker of disappointment crossing his eyes.
I understand. Maybe another time. See you around, Draco.
See you, Not.
Turning back to the door, Draco hesitated for a moment, still feeling the warmth of their exchange. In this bleak place, such moments were rare, and he cherished them more than he was willing to admit.